Hey everyone, thinking about jumping into the world of coding.
Well, it's a pretty exciting time to do it.
It really is. The demand for programmers is going through the roof. I mean, 22% job growth by 2030. That's wild.
Yeah, and with so many ways to learn, it's like, where do you even start?
Right. You've got traditional degrees, online courses, boot camps.
Oh, and don't forget the AI tutors everyone's talking about.
Yeah, those AI tutors. That's what we're diving into today. We're looking at this article. Should AI tutors replace coding boot camps? A comprehensive analysis.
Sounds like a good read.
It is. So, are these AI tutors the real deal or just hype? Can an algorithm really replace a human teacher?
Well, it's not really about replacing humans completely.
Okay, so what's the deal then?
Think of AI as more of a way to, boost your learning. Kind of like having a personal coding coach, available anytime, day or night.
I like the sound of that. A 24/7 coding coach. That's pretty cool.
Exactly. Platforms like Algo Academy use these super smart algorithms. They create a custom learning path for each student.
So it's like tailored to you?
Totally. They analyze your progress, figure out what you're good at, where you struggle, and they can even kind of predict where you might get stuck.
Wait, hold on. How can an AI predict that? That sounds a little spooky.
I know, right? But it's actually really cool. It's all thanks to natural language processing.
Okay, break that down for me.
Basically, you can ask these AI tutors questions in plain English, just like you'd ask a human tutor. And they understand what you mean. They can look at your code, your questions, even your typing patterns, and all that helps them figure out where you might need a little extra help.
Wow. So they're not just feeding you information, they're actually like guiding you through the process.
Yeah. And because it's all based on data, they can personalize your learning experience in a way that's pretty hard to do with traditional methods.
I'm starting to see the appeal here. No more late nights trying to figure out why my code isn't working.
Exactly. But you bring up a good point. What about that human element? Isn't that super important in coding? Especially since it's all about collaborating and working together.
That's what I'm thinking. Can AI really replace the experience of learning from a real person, working on projects together?
That's where coding boot camps come in. They've always been amazing at providing that human connection and real-world experience.
Yeah, boot camps. It's like a coding crash course. You're surrounded by other students, learning from experienced instructors, building projects together.
Right. And it's all designed to make you job ready fast. I've heard some pretty amazing stories about boot camp grads landing awesome jobs with big salary bumps.
I've heard that too. There was that study mentioned in the article. Something like 80% of boot camp grads found jobs using the skills they learned. And the average salary increase, 51%.
Yeah, that's a pretty strong argument for the boot camp route.
So it seems like we've got AI tutors offering personalized learning on one side and boot camps giving you that human interaction and real-world experience on the other. They both have their perks, but is one really better than the other?
Well, it might not be about which one's better. It's more about figuring out which one matches your learning style and goals.
True. Some people love that structured, collaborative vibe of a boot camp. Others might prefer the flexibility and customization of an AI tutor.
Exactly. It's all about finding the right fit. And that's what makes this whole discussion so interesting. We're not trying to pick a winner, you know?
Right. It's about helping people make the best choice for themselves.
Exactly. And this actually goes beyond just AI tutors versus boot camps. This is about how technology is changing the whole learning game.
That's true. Lifelong learning is becoming more and more important, right?
Right.
Like, the skills we learn today might be totally different from what we need tomorrow.
Yeah, the future is all about being adaptable and ready to learn new things. So what does that mean for coding education? Is it all going to be AI powered, or will human instructors always have a place?
Big questions.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And the article we're looking at mentions some really cool possibilities, like imagine virtual reality or augmented reality in these learning platforms.
VR and AR for coding.
Yeah, you could have these immersive coding environments where you can actually see the code working in real time.
Whoa. That would be amazing. It'd be like stepping into the matrix and learning from inside the system.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe one day AI tutors will be so advanced that they can plan your whole career path.
Oh, wow. How would that even work?
They could look at your skills, your interests, what jobs are out there, and then suggest roles that you'd be a perfect fit for. It'd be like a personal career counselor.
That's both amazing and a little scary. Like, hey, AI, tell me what kind of coding superstar I'm meant to be.
It definitely brings up some interesting questions about how AI will impact our lives. But even with all these advancements, don't you think human judgment is still going to be important?
Definitely. We need to be able to think critically and make our own decisions.
Exactly. And that brings us back to your coding journey. Whether you go with an AI tutor, a boot camp, or some kind of mix, the important thing is to be proactive. Figure out what works for you.
Yeah, there's no one right answer. It's a journey, not a race.
And don't forget about the community. Connect with other people, join online forums, go to meetups, find mentors.
Great advice. So, to wrap up this deep dive, the future of coding is wide open, and it's full of exciting possibilities.
Who knows? Maybe you'll be the one creating the next big AI tutor or running a boot camp that changes everything.
The possibilities are endless. Just keep exploring, keep learning, and keep coding. This is just the start of your adventure. So where's your head at right now? Are you feeling the bootcamp vibe or maybe leaning towards an AI tutor to test the waters?
It's tough to say, right? There are just so many great options out there.
True. And like we've been talking about, there's no right or wrong answer. It all comes down to what feels right for you.
Yeah, exactly. What clicks for you?
I mean, maybe it's not even an either or thing. Maybe you start with an AI tutor to get a good foundation and then jump into a boot camp to really level up your skills and get that hands-on experience working with a team.
Totally. Like a hybrid approach, combining the best of both worlds. And hey, who knows, maybe in a few years, these AI tutors will be so smart, they can actually connect you with the perfect boot camp based on everything they've learned about you.
Whoa, that'd be wild. AI matchmaking for coding education. That's next level.
Yeah, right. It's pretty amazing to think about how much things are changing. The future of learning is wide open, especially for coding.
Exactly. And as we wrap up our deep dive, we want to leave you with that sense of possibility and excitement. The world of coding is huge and it's always changing. But with the right tools and mindset, you can totally make it your own.
Absolutely. Remember, it all starts with taking that first step. Whether it's signing up for an online course, trying out a coding app, going to a meetup, just dive in and start exploring.
And don't be afraid to ask questions and reach out for help along the way. The coding community is full of awesome people who love to share what they know.
Exactly. Everyone's learning and growing together.
So keep that curiosity going, keep coding, and keep believing in yourself.
Oh.
You got this.
And that's it for this deep dive. Happy coding, everyone!